welcome to a very different Warriors Thoughts. It's going to be a little bit different than usual. I'm just turning my tail off because of glare. But I have been asked a few times of my thoughts on some of the news about Arkham Knights. Now, this isn't going to be me covering the news. I'm merely going to give you my own interpretation and speculation on some things that I think are going to be important in Arkham Knights. I'm not now. Advanced warning: there are going to be spoilers for Arkham Origins, Arkham Asylum, and Arkham City. There are going to be spoilers galore for those three games. So if you've not played any of those three games, you might want to go away right now and, well, not watch this. Just saying. But I wanted to talk a little bit, but the main thing that I want to talk about is the Arkham Knight himself or herself. We don't know the gender yet, so I'm just going to be calling them the Arkham Knight. Calling them the Arkham Knight. The Arkham Knight has sparked quite a lot of people going, oh, who could the Arkham Knight be? Who could he be? And my friend N7 Strider did a whole video on this. And really, he made some very good points. Now, I recommend you go check out his channel if you haven't already. He's a pretty geeky fucking guy. And he's a lot more knowledgeable about comic books than myself. But I am going to talk a little bit about the Arkham Knight a little bit here. And the Arkham Knight, the character, not the Arkham Knight, the game. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Arkham Knight and what I think, what I'd like to see and what I think will happen. Firstly, I'm going to get the Arkham Knight out of the way because he's the one that's predominantly going to be the one of discussion. The Arkham Knight has sparked a lot of people going, who the fuck is the Arkham Knight? There's a lot of people going, who is he or who is she? Because most likely it's going to be he, but you never know. You never know with comic books. And really, I've got a couple ideas. Now, one of the only two, I only have two possibilities for this person being that being one of these two people. But I will say the other two that people are going, oh, it has to be this person, it has to be this person. The first person everyone thinks as Joker. Everyone thinks that Joker's not dead. And for those that know, Joker died in Arkham City. It was a nice swan song to the character, in my opinion. It was a nice goodbye to the character. In the Arkhamverse, at least. It's not fucking Joker. I'm telling you that right now. If it is Joker, it would be not only an insult to the character, in my opinion, but I think it would be a cheap shot. Rocksteady took a big risk killing off the Joker because the Joker and Batman are two of the greatest fights that are out there. It's no secret that if there's a Batman movie, Joker has to be in it because it sells. The two highest grossing Batman films are the one with the Joker in it. The best comics about, a lot of people debate that the best comics out there are the ones with the Joker in it. The best episode of the Arkham Batman animated series are the ones with the Joker in it, some people state, which I disagree with. But the Joker's dead. The Joker is D-E-A-D dead. He ain't coming back. Now there is a comic book. They go comic book here all the time. So there is a chance that it could be alive, but I don't think he's the Arkham Knight. Joker is not someone who hides in the shadows. Joker is very much out there, very much, I'm back, bitches! That kind of guy. He does not hide in the shadows. He doesn't wear a mask. He doesn't do anything. He has no past. He has no secrets. He just loves anarchy. And he makes sure that you know that he's the one causing it. He makes sure you know that he's the one that causes anarchy. And the Arkham Knight is not the Joker. It's not. I guarantee you. And if it is, it's going to be pretty damn fucking shitty excuse to explain how the Joker survived. Because it'd be pretty poor in my opinion. Not only poor storytelling, but poor character growth. It makes a lot more sense that if it's not the Joker. And if they do bring Joker back, they have to do a fucking good reason. Because Joker got a great send-off and a great death in my opinion. A nice little goodbye to that character for the Arkhamverse at least. The other one that people are speculating is Deathstroke, and that was after the events of Arkham Origins, in which Samantha Waller, I think is, if memory serves me, the head person of Cadmus Labs, who have always been an adversary to the Justice League, comes to Deathstroke and says, hey, we got a job for you. And some people are speculating that he's the Arkham Knight. Don't think it's Deathstroke. I don't think it's Deathstroke. I think Deathstroke will be involved in Arkham Knights in some way, shape or form, but I do not think that he will be the Arkham Knight himself. I honestly do not. I don't think it could be that, because it just makes no sense in my opinion. Like, and plus, N7 points to a couple of things like, why would he have two eyes? Because if you don't know, Deathstroke has one eye. I just don't think that it's Deathstroke. I just don't think it makes sense in my opinion. I think that Deathstroke will make another appearance in the Arkham games, but I think it'll be more along the lines of the Arkham Origins series. Like, I consider Arkham Origins the beginning of a prequel series, and Arkham Asylum is the beginning of the true Arkham series, in my opinion. There's the prequel series, and then there's the Arkham series, and I think that's where Arkham Knights lands. I don't think Deathstroke will be involved. He might show up. I don't think he'll be involved, in my opinion. Now it comes to the two possible choices. The two choices, in my opinion, that are the most probable. And thanks, N7 made some very valid points. The one of my agreements is that one of my things that one of the people I've chosen is something that he actually doesn't think it would make sense. I think it would. And my two picks for are the first one being Jason Todd. And for those who don't know who Jason Todd is a former Robin who was beaten to death by Joker with a crowbar. In fact, the fans of the DC Universe actually voted for him to die. I'm not kidding. And really, it says we haven't got a lot of information about Jason Todd in the Arkhamverse, so he isn't the top pick in my opinion. But I think it makes more sense than any of the other ones. Jason Todd was brought back to life with a Lazarus pit and took on the mantle of the Red Hood, which is, I think I have it here, where I think it's in this collection, which happens to be, sorry, I just need to, this, Batman Under the Red Hood. If you want any information on Jason Todd, go watch that. That's actually probably my second favourite Batman animated film. But the Red Hood is Jason Todd, and the Red Hood hasn't been introduced in the series. I think there's been like subtle hints here or there, like in Arkham Origins where the Joker was Red Hood at a point. And really, it makes a bit more sense that if they were introduced Jason Todd. Now, while N7 points out a good thing, they would have to explain Jason Todd. They would have to explain him, and doing that in one game is a bit of a rush job. The Robins have really not been touched upon in the entire Arkham games, in my opinion. We have had, of course, Tim Drake and Nightwing, aka Dick Grayson, but they haven't been involved in the story. They haven't even been playable characters except for the Harley Quinn DLC. I very much think that if I have faith in Rocksteady that they can introduce Jason Todd correctly, even if it's in subtle ways. If you pay attention to them, you'll probably see it. I think he's a good candidate, and I think it makes sense, especially with the way, from what I've gathered from the Arkhamverse, where Batman is a broken man in a way. He's very much, this is like the final send-off for the Arkhamverse, the Rocksteady's Arkham games at least, and Batman is broken in a way. After the death of the Joker, he's been very, like, I have to do this. He after the death of the Joker, he's broken. He sees that he's failed in some way, from what I've gathered, and he has to try and succeed in that. He has to try and save as many people as he can, because he doesn't want to. Yeah, Batman's one rule is he does not kill, and he believes he killed the Joker. At least that's what I gathered from the Arkham games. At least he believed that he killed the Joker because the Joker kind of killed himself by stabbing him in there. Now, I know a lot of people have stated that the Joker would not be stupid enough to stab Batman in the arm to drop it, but Joker is one of these people that, as long as he breaks Batman, he could die. So Joker could have done that on purpose. It made sense. I'm getting on a Joker tyrant again. I'm not going to get on that. But I really think that bringing Jason Todd back would be a great story aspect, because it would just be another example of Batman failing. He sees Jason Todd as one of his biggest failures. A lot of people say he's one of the worst Robins. Some people say he's the most hated Robin. I don't know much about Jason Todd beyond Under the Red Hood, but that's the thing, that I think that you could introduce it. And if Jason Todd was to either be the Arkham Knight or at least be in the game, it would make Batman like literally break beyond repair, because he sees Jason Todd as one of his biggest failures. I think that has a great story aspect to show how much he's broken and how much he has fallen from what he is, and hopefully maybe his friends and his family, his friends such as Barbara Alfred and Dick and Tim and any other Batman character they introduce has to try and rescue him, has to try and save him in a way, because he is going to be a broken man by Arkham Knights. We can gather that pretty damn fucking easily. And I think Jason Todd is a great candidate for the Arkham Knight, or just being in the game to show him another failure of his. I think that is a great story aspect in my opinion, if they were to do it right, in my opinion. I think Rocksteady could. They've never failed me wrong so far. They've always kept me happy with the Arkham games, and I hope that they do that. Now, the other one that in my opinion makes a lot more sense and is probably the best idea in my opinion, I can't believe I didn't think of it, I give props to N7 Strider for coming up for this idea, is that what if the Arkham Knight isn't real? What if the Arkham Knight isn't just in Batman's head? Because let's face it, Batman is like one step away from being as crazy as the people in Arkham Asylum. And in a way, he probably shouldn't be there. N7 came up with this idea, but I know a couple of people have also speculated that it makes sense that the Arkham Knight would be a personification of Batman's doubt, of Batman's weakness, of the Batman that he could have been. The only thing that stops Batman from killing is the promise he made that he would not kill. But what if he never made that promise? Would he be, instead of Batman, would he be a knight? Would he be the Arkham Knight? Would he be the person that doesn't send the villains to prison but kills them, and has no hold bar? The Arkham Knight is the possible what if scenario for Batman. What if he had done the unthinkable and become that thing, the thing that he's been fighting against his whole life? Evil, death, destruction. What if he became that? And that is what the Arkham Knight is to him, is what he could have been. And I think that does add a bit more aspect to the story. Now, I don't know, as we'll need to wait and see with more stuff that coming out. That whole theory could be debunked. But I think that is one of the most highest possible ones in my opinion. Jason Todd would be a great pick, but I personally think that the more mental aspect of it would be a lot better. Like, Batman going around and says, we have to locate the Arkham Knight, and Oracle's like, I can't find him. I have no idea where he is. I have never even seen him. What's going on? Who is this Arkham Knight? It would really show Batman breaking down. And I think that adds a few more aspects to the story and the character to make it a bit more entertaining, in my opinion. And I think that's a good thing. Those are my two picks, Jason Todd and Batman. Now, other things in the game that a lot of people are speculating about is the different characters. A lot of people are saying, oh, we're going to see this person, we're going to see that person. Really, as I say, from what I've gathered, this is really going to be a nice wee showcase to Batman villains, because it really shows that we are getting Scarecrow again. We haven't seen Scarecrow since Arkham Asylum, since he supposedly died. And I knew he wasn't fucking dead. I'm not fucking retarded. And he is back. We do know that's been confirmed, and he's got his fear gas, and that could be the thing that's affecting Batman to make him see the Arkham Knight. But Crane's been experimenting, as it's shown in Arkham City, with the wee boat when you go under it and the wee Easter egg that you see the guy. He's been experimenting. He's been trying to perfect his fear gas. And he's perfected the fear gas to an extent in which he can make someone literally be so subtly scared. That would be exceptionally well done. And I don't know what other Batman villains we'll see. More like we'll see Croc, we'll see Bane. We'll probably see Bane. We know we're going to see Two-Face, Penguin. Harley Quinn is a very interesting one, in my opinion, because what is going to happen with her, especially after the events of Arkham City and Harley Quinn's revenge. And that's another reason why I don't think Joker will be in this game, is because it shows that Harley's kind of came out of her shell a little bit, and that Harley Quinn's revenge was her not accepting the Joker's death, but being like, there's nothing she can do to bring him back, but she will do her damnedest to make sure Batman pays. And I honestly think that's a good start, in my opinion, to maybe where evolving the Harley Quinn's character a little bit. Like, I liked Injustice. I watched the story campaign of it. I liked the Harley Quinn in that one because she was the alternative universe one where Joker was killed. I liked the Harley Quinn in that one because she was much more independent and for herself, at least. And I would love to see a Harley Quinn like that. Now, I don't know much about Harley Quinn in the comics. I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh my god, she's horrendous, or oh my god, she's amazing. I do not know that much about the Harley Quinn in the comics. I mostly go with the animated series. That's the Harley Quinn I know, and the Harley Quinn that I fucking love. I would love to see her evolve as a character, and I think Harley Quinn is going to be quite a prominent character in this game. Now, some people are speculating that she will be an agent of Cadmus, or some kind of spy, or double agent, maybe for Batman even, some people are speculating. I like that idea, but I think that Harley Quinn's going to have a bigger role than we think. A lot of people only see Harley Quinn as this side character, but if you do it right, Harley Quinn can be an exceptional villain, in my opinion. She's unstable, smart, athletic, and knows how to fucking do shit, get shit done. And I think if they did it right, they could make Harley Quinn as formidable a villain for Batman as the Joker. Because that's basically what she's not a female Joker. She'll never be a Joker. But I think she can at least be as formidable as Joker. Because how long she fucking been with? How long were they and how long were they fucking together as a couple? As a crime couple, the royal family, the prince of crime and the princess of the prince of crime and the jester of crime, in a way. I think that Harley Quinn will be a lot more featured in this game than the other games. Like, she was always in the game, she's always been a feature of the game, she's always been important in a way, and I do think that she will be a lot more important in Arkham Knight than the previous Arkham games. I very much guarantee that in almost a way, because it makes sense for the story, because the Arkham series has been a story of Batman and his going on, but it's also been a story of a wee bit about Harley Quinn and how she changed over the games and eventually got to the point where she broke down. People think that the story is only about Batman, when in actual fact it's just as much about the villains as it is about Batman. The Batman villains have changed so much. And also, you get to play as Harley Quinn if you pre-order the game. Now, I don't know if that's going to be like a Catwoman kind of thing, where it'll be integral to the story. I don't know if it'll be like that, but I guarantee I'm pre-ordering this game. I don't know if it's going to be like that, because if it is, I'm buying that in a fucking heartbeat, because it makes sense. I don't know if it's going to be like the Joker, like in Arkham Asylum, the PS3 exclusive, or if it's going to be the Catwoman style thing. I'm hoping the Catwoman one, because I would love to be able to integrate the story between Batman and Harley Quinn. It makes so much sense, in my opinion, that if they did that, it would be exceptionally well done. And I think it would be pretty damn fucking cool, in my opinion, to play as Harley Quinn and actually have her as a playable character. It makes a lot of sense in the story aspect, and I think that that's what the pre-order thing is. I don't think it's just challenge maps. I am thinking that it is possibly like the Catwoman DLC, because I hope it is, because that would be so fucking awesome, in my opinion. Because it makes a lot of sense to have, because I love that style in Arkham City where you got to play as Batman and then you changed over to Catwoman, like maybe a quarter of the way like every quarter of the game you change over to Catwoman. I think that would make if they did that in Arkham Knights with Harley Quinn, it would be a absolute dream come true. Now, does that mean Catwoman won't be in the game? No, she'll be in the fucking game. Catwoman will be in the game. I'm pretty sure that Arkham Knights is going to showcase almost every Batman villain that's ever been there. Not every Batman, but at least the popular ones. We are going to see more Mad Hatter. We are going to see probably Croc, Scarecrow. We'll probably see Prometheus. I don't know that much about him, but I do know he apparently is pretty cool. We will more than likely see other Batman villains that I am hoping. We might even see more Bat family members. We might get to see Cassandra Cain or Stephanie Brown, or maybe even get to see Bluebird, the newest character that's been introduced to the Bat family. I don't know much about her, but the story behind her, how she was created, it's pretty fucking awesome. Google her. And I just think that would be... this is going to be the final Arkham game, apparently, by Rocksteady. And I honestly think that if they do it right, they will show off as many villains as they can if it works for the story, and even side content. We know Riddler's going to be there, and I'm not too keen on the idea of his Riddler challenges, but the Batmobile, what'd you fucking expect? The Batmobile I'm not going to say too much on, because even though I'm really excited we're going to be playing with it and riding it, I will save that for once we have further information on it, maybe some gameplay. I'll have a wee look at that. But I just think that makes a lot more sense, in my opinion, with everything that I've said is just what I think and what I think would be great for this game, and I just think that it would work really well. I'm very glad that Oracle's going to be seen in the game. I think that she will have a bigger role in that game, and also she's another victim of she's another victim of Joker, and henceforth that why I think the theme of what the Joker left behind is going to be there, because of course we've got, if Jason, that's why I know it would make sense for at least Jason Todd has to be in the game. It makes it makes great sense for him to be in the game, because as I say, for the Joker aspect of it, Jason Todd Jason Todd, Harley Quinn, and Oracle, those are three people that the Joker has had an impact on. Jason Todd was killed by the Joker, Harley Quinn is, of course, and Batgirl was crippled. Barbara Gordon was crippled by the Joker because the Joker shot her in the back, and it paralyzed her from the waist down. That's another person that I think would make. That's another thing that I think is going to be a great impact with Batman and the idea of the Joker. I think that's going to be very important in my opinion. I really hope that they don't fuck this up, and I really hope that everything is featured prominently and properly. As it says, these are merely my ideas and what I think the game will have in it, and what I would love to see in the game. There are so many different ideas, and also some people are saying they would maybe we'll get to see other DC heroes. I don't think we will, but if we do, that'd be pretty fucking awesome in my opinion. Like, maybe we'll get to see a wee glimpse of Wonder Woman, like, maybe we'll get to see Superman. I don't think we will, but it'd be a nice little Easter egg and all. Like, I think Rocksteady, if they were, they'd at least do the Easter eggs. Like, just to, like, hey, guess what? We might do a Batman, we might do a Superman game or a Wonder Woman game. You never know. Hey. I think Rocksteady might do that, because they always chuck in fucking Easter eggs up the fucking ass. And always Easter eggs leading to the next game. Like, even Arkham City fucking ended with tons of Scarecrow ones, so we knew Scarecrow was coming back, and tons of subtle little references here or there about other characters that we might see, and I hope we do. Other than that, I really don't have much else to say on that. This is merely me speculating and giving my thoughts and just answering some of the questions that I've been given about Arkham Knights, and really it all comes down to what will Rocksteady do. So please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Who do you think the Arkham Knight is? And please don't just say, oh, I think it's this person. Give me your reasons. Go geek out to your fucking ass content and figure out what you think logically. Don't just say, oh, I want it to be this. Joker's a no-go. I don't think it's Joker. But let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think the themes of the game will be? What do you think? Anything you can come up with, put in the comment section down below. And thank you for everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I am Scottish Warrior 92, and I cannot fucking wait for Arkham fucking Knights. I can't wait for that game. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Ciao for now. Mwah.